What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're jumping into 9 most painful things you could ever experience. I'm just gonna stop talking, and we're gonna jump right into it.
Number 9. Passing a kidney stone.
Bro, I heard having kidney stones are painful, bro. Bro, I heard they're so painful. Oh my gosh. Cause like from what I know, a kidney stone isn't like a buildup. It's like a buildup of something. I forgot, but it's like I know it could be like kidney stones could be prevented through like if you're really like regularly hydrated. But like it's like a small little stone or something that has to like you have to pee it out basically. But like I feel like I never heard like girls having issues peeing it out though. But when it comes to a guy peeing out a kidney stone, oh my gosh, bro, freak no. That's painful though. That's pain. That's pain. That's
Imagine
pain.
this. You're going about your day, minding your own business, when suddenly you feel a sharp pain in your back. At first you think, oh, I must have pulled a muscle from all that intense couch sitting I've been doing. But then, the pain starts to move. That's because the kidney stone is going on a little adventure through your urinary tract. As the stone makes its way from your kidney to your bladder, the pain gets worse and worse. It's like someone's taking a tiny little knife and stabbing you from the inside. And the worst part is, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to wait for the stone to pass. Some people compare the pain of passing a kidney stone to giving birth. I mean, at least when you give birth, you get a cute little baby at the end. Number 8. The Irukandji jellyfish. Let's say you're
Stay hydrated though. Stay hydrated to prevent kidney stones.
swimming in the crystal clear waters of Australia, enjoying the beautiful weather. But then, out of nowhere, you feel a tiny prick on your skin. At first, you think it's just a piece of seaweed or maybe a curious
Ain't that blue thing?
fish nibbling at you. But then, the pain kicks in. Let me introduce you to the Irukandji jellyfish, the tiny terror of the ocean. These little guys are so small, they could fit on your fingernail. But don't let their size fool you. What they lack in size, they make up for in pure, agonizing pain. About 20 to 30 minutes after being stung, you start to feel like you're having the worst day of your life. Your back and stomach start hurting like you've just been sucker punched by a professional boxer. Your muscles cramp up, making you feel like you're being twisted.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If this person wasn't able to do this before, and after they got like stung by that jellyfish, and they're doing this now, it's too late for them, bro. GG's, man. R.I.P.
Into a human pretzel, and then, the cherry on top of this pain sundae, a feeling of impending doom. People that are stung believe they're going to die, and they're so certain of it that they'll actually beg their doctors to kill them just to get it over with. Now you might be thinking, but I'm not planning on swimming in Australia. Well, too bad. These tiny terrors have been found in waters all over the world, from Hawaii to Florida. Number 7. Tetanus. You know how people always say, make sure your tetanus shot is up to date? Well, there's a good reason for that. Tetanus, also known as lockjaw, is a bacterial infection that affects your... For that. Tetanus, also known... Make sure your tetanus shot is up to date. Well, there's a good reason for that. Tetanus, also known as lockjaw...
Wait, lockjaw is tetanus? What? I thought... Wait. So, when it comes to lockjaw, that means you have Wait, is it tetanitis? Am I bugging? Nah, I'm asking too many questions, bro.
Is a bacterial infection that affects your nervous system. It all starts with a little cut or scratch. Maybe you're out gardening and you nick yourself on a rusty tool. Or maybe you're just walking barefoot and you step on a nail. Either way, the tetanus bacteria gets into your body and starts wreaking havoc. At first, you might not even notice anything's wrong. But then, a few days later, the real fun begins. Your muscles start to spasm and stiffen up. It starts in your jaw, hence the nickname lockjaw. But it doesn't stop there. The spasms spread to your neck, your arms, your legs, until your whole body is as stiff as a board. And the worst part is that the spasms are incredibly painful.
Bro got rigor mortis.
It's like your muscles are having a full-on revolt against you. So, yeah, make sure your tetanus shot is up to date. Number 6. Cluster headaches. Imagine the worst headache you've ever had. Now multiply that by 100, and you might be getting close to what a cluster headache feels like. People who suffer from cluster headaches
Oh, I heard about those experiences. Doesn't that like that means like you get headaches? Okay, so like people, okay, it's definitely a headache, right? But like when you get a headache, it happens like at certain times of the day or something, right? And when that certain time of the day hits, then like it comes in clusters or something.
often describe the pain as feeling like a hot poker being jabbed into their eye. Others say it's like having a serrated knife sawing through their skull. Basically, if you can imagine a horrible, painful sensation, cluster headaches have probably been compared to it. The worst part about cluster headaches is that they come in clusters. They'll happen every day for weeks or even months at a time, and then suddenly disappear like an ex who owes you money. But
Oh
just when
my,
you think you're in the
oh
clear,
my gosh.
they come back with a vengeance.
Oh
During
my
an attack,
gosh,
people often
bro.
pace around, bang their head against the wall, or even scream in agony. So, if
Dude,
you ever meet
I see
someone who
people hold
suffers
their
from
head
cluster
though.
headaches, give them a hug. Or better yet, give them some earplugs. Because chances are, they're going to
Oh,
be doing a lot of screaming. Number 5. Getting stung by a stonefish. Imagine you're walking on the beach, enjoying the sand between your toes, but then suddenly you step on something sharp. You look down, expecting to see a seashell or a piece of coral, but nope, it's a stonefish, and it's just injecting
why is that stonefish just there, bro? Go somewhere. Go swim in the water or something.
you with enough
Don't be
venom
just
to make
sitting
you
there.
wish you'd stayed at the hotel scrolling through TikTok. Now, if you're not familiar with stonefish, they're like the ninjas of the sea. They're
Of course
masters
they
of
are.
disguise,
Of
blending
course.
in with the rocks and coral on the ocean floor. They're so good at it. You could be staring right at one and still not notice it. It's like they're playing a game of hide and seek, except if they win, you end up in the hospital. So, back to our beach scenario. You've just been stung by a stonefish, and the pain is starting to kick in. People who've been stung describe the pain as feeling like their foot is being simultaneously crushed, burned, and electrocuted. It's like the stonefish looked at all the worst pain experiences and said, yeah, I'll take all of them. The
Oh
pain is
nah.
so mind-bogglingly awful that some
Where's
people
Keith
have
at?
even begged doctors to just chop off their leg and be done with it.
Chop
I
off your
mean,
whole
who needs 2
leg?
legs anyway, right? The stonefish is like the grumpy old man
Nah, I
of
don't
the
think it's that
ocean.
deep though.
It just wants to be left alone to blend
Yo,
in with its
yeah, I guess I
surroundings.
wanna pee on
But
your
if you
feet.
disturb it, it's going to make sure you'll never forget it. So, the next time you're at the beach, watch your step. That innocent-looking rock might be a stonefish in disguise, waiting to ruin your day. Number 4. Fibromyalgia. Imagine waking
The
up every
frick?
day feeling like you've been hit by a truck. Your body aches, you're exhausted no matter how
Fibromyalgia.
much you sleep, and even the slightest touch can feel like you're being stabbed with 1,000 tiny needles. Fibromyalgia is a chronic condition
Why
that
do bro look like a
causes widespread
clownfish?
pain throughout the body. It's like having a never-ending flu, except instead of getting sympathy, people often think you're just being a drama queen. One of the most frustrating things about fibromyalgia is that it's invisible. You could be in excruciating pain, but on the outside, you look perfectly fine. So, people often dismiss your pain or think you're just lazy. People
Bro,
with
next thing you know, you can be like, someone's gonna give you a pat on the back, and then you just go like, you just drop to the floor, feeling like you're dying.
fibromyalgia often describe the pain as feeling like they have a sunburn all over their body, even on the inside. Fibromyalgia also comes with a host of other fun symptoms, like fatigue, brain fog, and mood swings. It's like having a hangover, the flu, and PMS all at the same time.
Bro,
And the worst part is
bro,
that
pe-
there's no cure.
There's no cure.
You'll just have to tough it out for the rest of your life. Number 3. The Jimpy Jimpy.
Bro, how do you live like that, bro? Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, you can't really do anything. You can't get like, so like when you like, how do they stay active? Like, how do they stay in shape? Like, whoa, how do they stay in shape though?
Tree. Imagine you're on a lovely hike in the Australian rainforest. You brush past a
Does that mean taking a shower hurts? Dang.
harmless-looking plant, and you think nothing of it. But then, suddenly, you feel a pain so intense, it's like you've been stung by a swarm of wasps.
Was it poison ivy?
Congratulations, you've just met the Jimpy Jimpy tree. The Jimpy Jimpy is
no.
covered in these
Jimpy
tiny,
Jimpy.
hollow hairs that are filled with a potent neurotoxin.
Jimpy Jimpy.
When you brush up against the tree, the hairs break off and inject the toxin into your skin. The pain from the Gimpy Jimpy can last for days,
Jimpy
weeks,
Jimpy.
or even months. Some unlucky folks have reported feeling the sting for up to 2 years.
2 years.
So,
Whoa,
if you ever find yourself in the Australian rainforest,
Australian rainforest. rainforest, bro. See, prime example, I probably won't go to Australia. There's, bro, the creatures there are like different breeds, bro. They're not like in the U.S. The creature here, the creatures they're regular, but in Australia, those creatures they just want to kill you. Like what? Like Jimpy Jimpy plant, bro? Are you serious? Poison ivy got nothing on Mister Jimpy Jimpy, bro. Bro, you feeling that sting for 2 years? What? Oh my god.
Forest, keep an eye out for the Jimpy Jimpy. Stick to admiring it from a distance, preferably with a pair of binoculars and a suit
Can
of
you eat the
armor.
plant though?
Number 2,
If you cook
the
it?
sting of the executioner wasp.
Oh, I
Now
heard
I
that
know
was
what you're
bad.
thinking. Executioner wasp? That's gotta be an exaggeration, right? Well, I wish I could tell you it was.
Didn't that the Brave Wilderness do something like that? He got stung by the wasp, by the executioner wasp.
But this is a real wasp, found in Central and South America. First of all, it's huge. Like it's the same size as a small bird. It can grow up to 2 inches long, which might not sound like much, but imagine a 2-inch long flying needle coming at you with a vendetta. But size isn't everything, right? It's what's on the inside that counts. And
That's
what's
right.
on the inside of the executioner wasp is pure pain. When this wasp stings you, it injects a venom that contains a neurotoxin called pompilitotoxin. This lovely little toxin causes instant, excruciating pain that can last for hours. People who have been stung by the executioner wasp describe the pain as feeling like they've been hit by a freight train. But the executioner wasp
Wait, how
isn't
do you know
done
if
with
being
you
hit by a
yet.
freight train
The
feel
initial
like?
sting is just the appetizer. The main course is the aftermath, which can include fever, sweating, nausea, and vomiting. It's like the wasp wants to make sure you never forget your encounter. Now,
Yeah.
you might be wondering, why would such a creature exist? Well, the executioner wasp is actually a parasitoid. It stings and paralyzes other insects, then lays its eggs inside them.
That's
When the eggs hatch,
disgusting.
the larvae eat the host insect alive from the inside out.
out?
Number 1. Bullet ant sting. If you thought
He did that too. He did the bullet ant sting. Bro, that's just crazy to think about. Bro, imagine like. Now that's actually crazy.
the executioner wasp sting was bad, wait until you hear about the bullet ant. The bullet ant gets its name because people say getting stung by one feels like being shot. When a bullet ant stings you, it injects a venom that's been described as the most
But when you got stung by the wasp, the executioner wasp, they say it feels like a freight train. Which one's worse, getting hit by a freight train or getting stung getting shot by a bullet?
painful in the world. People say it feels like having your bones pulled out through your skin. Also, the pain can last for up to 24 hours. There's a tribe in Brazil where young men have to prove their toughness by wearing gloves filled with bullet ants. They have to
Nah,
keep the
you're bugging.
gloves
You're
on for
tripping.
10
You're
minutes.
tripping. 10
And they have to do
minutes?
this not once, but 20 times over several months. I guess when you live in the rainforest, you've got to find creative ways to entertain yourself. That's all for today.
Nah, that's
I'll be making
crazy.
similar videos in the future.
Hey man, if I was in that tribe, I guess I'm not proving myself. Cause you could miss me with that. I'm not doing that. Oh my gosh, bro, it's a fact. Okay, one time, all right, for 10 minutes, you're bugging. You're bugging for just for 10 minutes. I'll do it for like 5 minutes, bro. 10 minutes, and they have to do it on the regular monthly. But what are you proving at that point? Actually, like, I understand if it's like a competition to see who could do it like the longest, but like they're not even doing that. They just doing it because like rules and regulations. But I don't know, man. But if you guys stay tuned this far, I highly appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one.